We are up Norton Summit. We have a little koala friend. This is how we roll in Adelaide. He's like, nah, bro. I'm just chilling. I think he's on a diet. It's gone because there's no leaves for him to eat in that tree.
Hungry like hungry Tory.
Hungry Tory. So we've got a question here. Someone else on Tumblr, someone asked me, watching durianrider totally go for it can be incredibly upsetting for the person, haters, who've spent a lifetime building a solid case for why they themselves can't. And I would say that is probably the most truthful thing I've ever read on my Tumblr, and it explains a lot of the behaviour that we see people having around me or whatever. You see a lot of friends of mine turning against me or whatever. And there seems to be like this threshold people reach. They're inspired by me. They move to Adelaide, or they go vegan, or they ride a bike, or they do these things, and they're thinking they're gonna like live my lifestyle. And when it doesn't sort of happen straight away, or they get to this point where they realize that it's more work than they think it is, or it's more work than they're willing to do, they can really be upsetting for people who they don't believe they can do it, and rather than have the belief they can do it, they look for some little flaw, something I've done, maybe someone got a pimple on their chin, or I said something to someone, or I was rude to someone, or I fucked someone, or something happened, and that just totally, they use that as the straw that breaks the camel's back, and that's all they focus on. They don't focus on all the good things that have happened, or the benefits they've had from following my advice, or my templates, or spending time with me, or whatever. They forget everything else because they just can't hack that they don't believe in themselves enough. And they get to that point where to go to the next level, you really have to believe in yourself. Everyone can get the fucking Everest Base Camp. Everyone can go to Mount Lofty. Everyone can do that. But to really fucking go to the pinnacle of your individual potential, that takes a lot of self-character, self-discipline, self-belief. And if you don't have that belief, you don't get nowhere. So people get to that point, and they look up and go, fuck, there's a long way to go, and it's got to take a lot of effort, and it just cracks them. So then they look around and go, oh, durianrider, what's he doing? This is why I can't go to the top of the mountain, because durianrider did that. And then people just like snap. I've seen people just like, with vegan gains, vegan gains, and now he's having this breakdown because he realises he can't do it. And he sort of realised that a few months ago, and you could see his decline. He got to that point where he sort of passed me in subs and monthly views. He's like, yeah, I can do this. Because everyone loves you until they see his competition. So vegan gains saw his competition. This is my little theory anyway. And then he realised he's out the front a bit, and he's just like, what do I do now? Like, to go to the next level, he doesn't have the self-character for that, in my opinion. So rather than understand that, he just started to sabotage, our friendship, etc. And so yeah, it's a crazy thing. Watching someone else totally go for it can be incredibly upsetting for the person who spent a lifetime building a solid case for themselves while they can't. I see it all the time. I give people advice all the time. People just have all these excuses. Like, this morning I was up Mount Lofty, and this lady was doing dips on the chair, and she had her mouth shut. And I said, after she finished, I said, why do you keep your mouth shut when you do dips? And she's like, that's what I do. I was like, okay. She's just being really like pretentious and cliquey. And I said, you get more power, or be more effective if you have your mouth open when you do the dips. And she's like, yeah, And then I could tell that she was just like not really having it. So I just said to her, you probably at your age going to risk having a stroke. And that triggered her. And then she was listening to what I was saying. She couldn't really get it. So hopefully she opens her mouth, because when you have your mouth shut, you increase your blood pressure. You can't train hard with your mouth shut. So her goal is to get more toned arms. To have more toned arms, you need to be able to fucking train hard. And if your mouth's shut, you can't fucking train hard because you can't get the oxygen in. Right? All these drugs and shit people take is to boost oxygen, red blood cell count. It helps you train harder. That's not for people. But look at that, maybe suppose you just carry this box. Got raspberries and wiggle. We'll give you raspberries now. Try those raspberries out. But that explains a lot, doesn't it? Because I'm just trying to think. I'm thinking, what is the common thing where people, they get to a certain point and then they just can't go any further? The good thing about freely is She didn't have the belief, but once you start getting results, you saw it. So, you know, she runs those templates still. She knows what it takes. Because she has self-belief now. You know, last few years she did. Once she saw the results coming. But again, to go to the next level, for free to go to the next level, for anyone to go to the next level, you have to have a new level of self-belief to update your phone, man. If you want to have iOS, what are we on now, 10, 12, 15, or whatever, if you want to have that level, then you have to update, man. So if you want 5 million views a month, if you want 10 million, or if you want more community, whatever, the same level of attitude that we have now will get us to where we are now. And to go to the next level, you have to upgrade your attitude, you have to upgrade it. This is a Mammy Sapoti. Can we get a knife? Got the kangaroo sitting behind me. This is quite unusual. I'm talking to the camera, but there's two people behind me. And I'm just focusing on the camera here. We don't really need a knife, but we don't, sorry. Yeah, we don't even need it.
Here, Daddy.
Here, Daddy provided. This is the Mammy Sapoti, really good. This is from Clint's farm up in Queensland. I'll slice it so I can share it. So I don't get more slobber all over it. But this is the Mammy Sapoti. See that? Yeah, so to go next level, and that's my curiosity. I'm always thinking, like, I don't focus on what someone's done or what someone said. I'm thinking, why do they do that? You know, I'm a curious person. Like, why? You know, why does the spider bite? Why does the snake bite? Why do people bite? What are they scared of? And it's generally people have a fear of failure, fear of, you know, and people go for what's trending. It's like, you know, go with what's classic. Go with what fucking works. People, if you jump on trends, you'll always be trending. You know, you don't want to be trendy, you want to be classic. Classic is timeless. You know, a knife design is classic. This knife could be from 1940s, it could be in 40 years' time still relevant. It's classic. Trending is like, no man, go on and go what is classic, what actually works. This is the Mammy Sapoti. I'll try it out here. So anyway, I think that's a good one, is seek questions and ask why people do things versus just reacting. We can find out why people are actually acting. It's pretty good. It's a little bit overripe, but it's not too bad. You want to try some? It's like the sweet potato fruit. You want to try some? What do you guys think? It's like sweet potato, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you like it, or it's a bit?
Yeah.
This one's like, it's a bit right. I should have gotten it a few days ago, but thanks Clint for bringing this down for me.
Yeah, maybe a bit overripe.
It's really unique.
Yes, rich. These are like really, really hard to get.
How much per kilo?
Can't buy them. He doesn't sell them. This is just like
You can't even buy them. Wow.
Nah. Like there's only like a few of these in Australia. A few trees of these, like just more of a backyard fruit. But yeah, kept them in the XTR box. Oh. But as you guys say, surround yourself with people who get it. Understand that in Australia we have the tall poppy syndrome. We get to a certain level, people try and drag you down. I see it in cycling, I see it in all sports, social media, where people, you know, this business card here, this is when 2009, me and Freely were in, it's just thrown on the floor there, and this is me and Freely got little business cards up, and on the back here I've got chinastudy.com, vegsource.com, veganbodybuilding.com. This is 2009. Yeah, so I was promoting those guys way back in the day, before it was trending. Organicathlete.org, foodandsport.org, Doug's website, peter.org, notmilk.com, chinastudy.com. So, yeah, I was promoting all these guys back in 2009. You know. But yeah, me and Freely got these printed up in Malaysia. It was in Kuala Lumpur. It wasn't Penang, it was Kuala Lumpur 2009 where it was printed up. But these days, business card, who does business cards? It's all on the internet. So surround yourself with people who get you, who want to go next level, but understand, once people go to a certain level, often they fear going to the next level, because that takes a new level of self-belief, a new level of dedication, discipline, etc. And most people aren't willing to get that. So instead of admitting, say, hey, look, I'm happy where I'm at, no worries, their ego says, durianrider's fucking wrong, or this person's wrong, or, you know, Tony Robbins is wrong, or whatever, because they're scared of taking the next step. Think about it.
Every second, every minute, man, I swear that she can get it. Say if you are bad. up high, hands up high, tell them dim the lights down low.